What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Kariel. Today is a story time about me being set the up by some fake ass bitch. It don't matter how close you think you are to somebody. You never know somebody's true intentions, baby. So you gotta keep your third eye open, babe. I grew up with this girl. We was basically family. We gonna call her Cherry. I used to always give her my hand-me-downs, but that was never spoke on. I never brought it up. Like, when y'all hear the rest of this story, y'all probably gonna be like, bitch, I would have threw it up in her face. But no, me and Cherry would go to each other's houses every weekend. It was to the point where we would get into arguments, but we never got a chance to get over the argument because we would have to be in each other's face the next day. That's how close we grew up, y'all. As me and Cherry got older, Cherry literally got into it with every friend I ever had. She literally beefed with every friend I ever had, y'all. She would come over my house for the weekend, start shit with people. And then I used to tell her, like, Cherry, you gotta go home. Like, at the end of the day, you're gonna go home and I'm still gonna be left with this beef that you started. We cool, so people gonna be looking at me like, they got beef with Cherry, they got beef with me type of thing. And of course, I will always have Cherry's back. I will always have her back over my friends. So when she would get into it with my friends, me and my friends would fall out. So Brooke literally lived right on top of me. I stayed on the first floor. Brooke stayed on the second floor. Brooke was on Twitter. She already had an issue with Cherry because she told me one time that every time me and Cherry would walk by her, Cherry would look at Brooke like she had a problem. But Brooke was so much older than us that she didn't really press the issue for real. One day, y'all, Cherry was on Twitter and she was sneak dissing Brooke. It's so childish. Brooke put a name on it. She was like, Cherry, what's up? Like, you've been having an issue. Every time Kariel comes and speaks to me or talks to me, you're looking at me crazy. Y'all, Cherry had a problem with everybody. Like, let's just say that. Cherry and Brooke is literally going back and forth on Twitter. So Brooke was like, well, what's up? What you want to do? Cherry was like, okay, girl, you're right upstairs. When Brooke knocked on my door, I looked at Cherry. I said, should I open the door? Cherry was like, nah, don't open it. So Brooke knocked again and she was like, Kariel, you know who this is? Like, open the door. So I'm like, damn, now that I think about it, I should have never opened that door, y'all, but I opened that door, girl. I don't even remember what was said. It was literally 2 words said, and then they just started fighting. I'm literally in the middle. Cherry is behind me. Brooke is right in front of me because I opened the door for Brooke. And they started literally fighting, y'all, like fighting over me. Literally throwing punches over me. Brooke is like this big. Cherry is tall as hell. So it's just like, what the fuck is y'all doing? So Brooke thought we were jumping her because I'm trying to pull Brooke back. But Cherry had her hair. I didn't know she had her hair though. So Brooke bit me and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, you tripping. Like, thank God my neighbors were outside because they ran over to help. Because I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I literally fighting and it's just me. Anyways, when the neighbors came to help me, they pulled Brooke away and Brooke's phone was still like on my doorstep. So while Cherry goes and kick her phone, Brooke was like, fuck you, bitch. Y'all, it was really crazy. It was funny in the moment, but at the same time, I was like, Cherry ruined another friendship. Thank you. Like, thank you. Because Brooke was really cool. The story hasn't even gotten crazy yet. I used to take Cherry with me all the time to go see the dudes that I was talking to, just to have, you know, somebody come with me. I used to be really in love with this guy named, we gonna call him Chris. One night we were supposed to meet up at this football game, right? This is how I found out that Cherry goes through my phone. So we at the football game. I'm texting Chris like, where you at? We supposed to meet up. Y'all, this was my man. Actually, he wasn't my man. I was his side chick for a long ass time. But anyways, me and Chris did not get the chance to see each other a lot because I was young and he was a little bit older than me. He had a lot more freedom than me. And like, I just wasn't going on dates or nothing like that. I was really young. I was like 16, 17, not 17. I don't know how old I was, but I wasn't really hanging with him like that. And I really wanted to see him at this football game. That would have been like one of the only times we saw each other that week. So me and Cherry gets to the football game. And I'm texting Chris like, hey, where you at? I'm at the football game. Where you at? He was like, oh, I'm going to be there in a second. Don't trip, I'm coming. I had a feeling he wasn't going to show up, child. Maybe he had something to do with his main girl. But anyways, girl. Me and Cherry find our seats. We sit down, girl. We get our hot dogs. Y'all know them hot dogs at the football games be so good. 45 minutes go by. I text Chris. Oh, I almost said his real name. I text Chris. I said, where you at? He was like, I just saw you. So, y'all, he's lying. He didn't just see me, but y'all gonna see what I'm talking about. Chris was like, I just saw you. You got on a red shirt and some white pants with some red and white shoes. I'm like, y'all, that's what I had on. He even told me what color my purse was and all the other colors that was in my shirt. So I'm like, oh, Chris is really here. I'm so excited. I'm going to see my man. Y'all, Chris was not at the game. How did he know what I had on? When I got home, I cussed him out and I said, why you never came up to me? I was waiting for you. Boom, boom, boom. Me and him are going back and forth. Chris finally says, oh, I wasn't there. I'm like, okay, you wasn't there, but how you know what I had on? He said, because Cherry told me. Cherry texted me and told me what you had on. Y'all, please, can somebody tell me what was her point in going through my phone, getting Chris' number, and it's like, what else was said? Still to this day, I don't know what else was probably said. Like, how long were y'all texting and talking? Let's move on to the next guy that Cherry talks to behind my back. Me and Cherry was talking one day. She comes out of nowhere and says, oh, and tell me why Terrence texted me. Who? Terrence was a guy that I used to bring Cherry with me to go see him all the time. Real fine. He was cute. He wasn't somebody I was serious about, but he was somebody I was dealing with for a very long time. Years. She knew this. She knew this. She knew all my business. Cherry said that Terrence wrote her on Instagram and asked her for her number. He did what? Okay, Cherry. So Terrence asked you for your number. Okay, what else? Because really, it shouldn't be nothing else. You should have just ignored it. Or you could have just screenshot it, sent it to me, and we could have laughed at it together. Nope. Why Cherry sent me a screenshot of their text messages? I said, you gave him your number. She said, yeah, I didn't really think he wanted anything. I just gave it to him. Are you dumb? What do you mean? Are you dumb? Y'all, at this point, we're like 18 years old, 17. Are you dumb? You know the girl code. Don't play with me. Why she sends me a screenshot of the messages, but it don't say text message, the date and the time at the top. Y'all know what I'm talking about when you text somebody and it don't say that. You didn't send me the beginning of the messages. What you sent me was a portion of the messages. And some of them was still deleted because he was talking to himself. But he couldn't have been talking to himself with them responses. Like, come on now. Ain't nobody gonna text you and say WID. Oh, okay, how was your day? Oh, okay, so what you ate today? Nobody, you're not gonna be talking to yourself saying that. So I stopped talking to her for like a year, y'all. And that was literally a pattern when it came to our relationship because she would do shit that would just blow my mind. And I'd be like, yeah, I'm not talking to her. And it'll just, years will go by and I won't talk to her. You would think that all these things that I already told y'all, which isn't even everything, but you would think after going through all this with Cherry that I would have cut her off, stopped talking to her, just went about my business. But no, because I'm such a nice ass person, right? I try to see the best in people, but you really can't. Like, you gotta learn from shit so that you're not constantly going. I mean, you're gonna still go through stuff. Instead of trying to get revenge and beefing with people, what you really should do is take something from it and learn from your situations. And I've learned so much when it comes to having fake friends and just people who really didn't have my best interest at heart. I've learned so much, y'all. Like, it's crazy. This night really showed me that Cherry did not fuck with me. Like, oh, I'm at Cherry house and she gets invited to a party, right? I'm at her house, so I'm gonna obviously go to the party with her. So she calls up her other friends and she was like, hey y'all, we going to a party tonight. Y'all trying to come? They like, yeah, all right. So boom, we get dressed, we get ready to go. I throw on something real cute, y'all, because everything I packed in my bag was cute. I think I threw on like a 2-piece skirt set with probably some type of Jordans or something, because I love Jordans. We head to the party. The party is at nighttime. Like I told y'all in the beginning, I'm legally blind and my vision at nighttime is completely gone. It's completely gone. It's not even like I can only see lights. That's it. That's it. Imagine a dark room, but you can only see a light. That's how I am even out in the streets and stuff. I can only see lights from the cars and lights from street lights. Maybe a flashlight if you flashing it at me, but I can't see faces. I can't see the ground. I can't see dimensions. We get to the party. I kind of didn't want to go because I don't like to do stuff at night. But anyways, we get to the party, y'all. It's me, Cherry, her friend. We're going to call her friend Brandy. And then she has another friend. We're going to call her Chelsea. Whatever. Cherry kept telling me, stand right here. I'll be right back. Stand right here. I'll be right back. Right? And I hate when people do that because no, why you can't just, you know that I can't see. Why you can't just hold my arm or help me, like, just, like, why I can't just walk with you? Like, what's tea? I don't like to just stand by myself, especially in an environment like you invited me here. These are your friends. I don't know these people. And I'm not even talking about Brandy and Chelsea because they walked off with her. They didn't stand there with me. I'm standing there by myself. I don't know if I'm standing in the middle of the room. I don't know if I'm standing next to a bathroom. I don't know. You get what I'm saying? So that shit started to irritate me, but I didn't say anything because when you need somebody's help, you don't really want to piss them off, especially when you're in such a vulnerable state of not being able to see. So anyways, Cherry definitely knew about my vision. She knew exactly what was tea about my vision because like I told y'all, we've been cool since we were younger. She used to help me out a lot. And even though, because I forgot to tell y'all, I would be like, it's certain things I need assistance with. Like, if I drop a piece of paper, it's like, oh, when can you get it for me? Cherry would do it, but, like, she'll start getting aggravated and she'll start saying, did you try to look for it yourself first? Like, did you look like, what do you mean did I look? Of course I felt for it before I asked you, babe. Like, what is you talking about? So back to the party. I'm irritated as hell because I keep standing by myself. So I'm just looking at my phone like, just awkward as hell, y'all. Once we left the party, this is what really stuck out to me. So we walked to the party from Cherry's house because she literally stayed right around the corner from where the party was, obviously. Because ain't nobody walking that damn far. As we walking, y'all, there's a gate. And as we were walking, I hear Cherry, like, I'm holding Cherry's arm because y'all already know. I told you I can't see at night. So I'm holding Cherry's arm. And I hear her whispering to Brandy, and they're giggling and laughing. So I'm like, okay, I'm not in on the joke. It's okay. Like, whatever. So next thing I know, y'all, I'm just walking. I'm just walking because I'm holding Cherry's arm. So I'm just walking. We heading to the house. I'm a little bit tired because it's late as hell, but whatever. So, y'all, as I'm walking, looking, my head is straight, y'all. I'm walking. This girl literally walks me into a gate, and she busts out laughing. When I say she busts out laughing, her and Brandy and Chelsea was cracking the up. Like, when I say they was laughing so hard, y'all, you would think Kevin Hart came through himself and did a skit or some shit. Like, you would think Day Day from Friday really came through and reenacted all the scenes from Friday. Like, y'all, these girls were cracking the fuck up. And you know what I did? And I regret it to this day, y'all. I started laughing with them. Yup, I started laughing with them. And it's so sad, but I was so embarrassed. I was so hurt. And you know how you just, when you the butt of the joke, if you laugh with them, then it don't hurt as bad. That's what it was given. But that shit hurt, y'all. Like, I'm not saying physically, like I wasn't physically hurt, bleeding, nothing. No, not like that. But my feelings was so hurt, y'all. I never spoke about this to this girl, to her to this day. Like, I never brought it up. I never said, why you did that? Like, it's not funny. Like, I didn't stand up for myself back in the day. And that's something that I really, really regret. That's why I'm so feisty now. Like, I'm so, I get so offended so easily now. I let so many people, like, literally walk over me. And I really wish I would have said something. But anyways, that really solidified everything that I needed to know about Cherry. And our relationship really hasn't been... Because we're cool still to this day, but, like, not really. Like, it's cordial. It's not what you would think it would be if you're talking about somebody you grew up with. But I'm to the point where I'm okay with whether we talk or not. Because the type of person she is, and I still haven't told y'all everything, but I feel like this story time is long as hell, so, whatever. But I feel like the type of person she is, we're not meant to be cool. Like, we're not meant to be cool. And to this day, she acts like she don't know anything she's ever did to me. She acts so oblivious to everything. Like, I have forgave her for everything she's done to me, literally. But like, it's just something in me. I just cannot get close with her. Like, I just can't do it. I just can't do it. But that is the end of the story time. And y'all, just please be careful out there. Be safe. That night could have went completely different. Thank God it didn't. Like, looking back on it, that was some fucked up ass shit that she did. I'm just glad, like, I don't know. But I hope y'all enjoyed this story time. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more. And I'm out.